Hey everyone, welcome to thelines.com. My name's Nicole, and in today's video, we are going to be talking all about New York online sports betting, specifically what you can't wager on in the state. But before we dive into today's topic, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below, give us a thumbs up, and ring the bell so you know every time we post a new video. New York online sports betting officially launched on January 8th, and while there is a lot to be excited about, including some ridiculously good new user offers, there's also a little bit of disappointment when we take a deeper look at this market, and most of that disappointment comes from what you cannot wager on in New York. If you head over to thelines.com and take a look at this article titled "Why You Can't Bet on These College Teams in New York," we're going to detail all of this for you. The first ban in New York online sports betting is going to be collegiate athletic programs within the state. It does not matter which sport you are looking to bet on. If it is a New York collegiate athletic program, it's going to be off the board. So popular football teams, including Army, Buffalo, and Syracuse, you cannot bet on them. And when we take a look at college basketball programs in New York, 22 schools are going to be off the board for wagering. And while that's disappointing enough, the regulations don't stop there. New York sports betting will also not allow you to bet on any collegiate athletic game or tournament taking place in the state, regardless of whether or not a New York team is participating in it. So, bowl games in New York, can't wager on those. That Big East tournament you were looking forward to? Yeah, that's going to be off the board. And probably the biggest disappointment is that New York is slated to host a handful of March Madness games throughout the next few years. If we take a look here, you can see that in 2023, Albany is hosting first and second round games, and then Madison Square Garden will be the host to the Sweet 16 and Elite 8. So whether or not a New York team makes these rounds, you can't wager on it. That is going to be a huge hit for online sports books when it comes to handle. We know that aside from the Super Bowl, March Madness is one of the biggest wagering events in the US, but it's also massively frustrating for New York sports bettors that have been waiting years for online betting to come to New York just for it to finally launch and then not be able to bet on these games anyways. And that's going to include 2024 and 2026 when New York hosts more rounds of the March Madness tournament. Now, many in the industry think that New York regulators may revisit this rule, so just keep an eye out to see if things change. But as it stands right now, those March Madness rounds are going to be off the boards at New York online sportsbooks. And that third and final ban is going to be college player props. Again, doesn't matter the school, doesn't matter where the game is taking place. You are not going to be able to wager on individual athletic statistics for college players. So if you're watching a random game between USC and UCLA, can't bet on the quarterback's passing yards, can't bet on a running back's rushing yards. College player props are off the board. Now, if you want to keep up with all things New York sports betting, we're making it super easy for you over at thelines.com. Just click on this New York sports betting tab at the top of the page, and here you're going to see all of the best offers from the online sportsbook operators, as well as launch updates for when more operators come to the state, and a breakdown of all of the rules. We do all of the hard work for you, so just head over to thelines.com to check it out, and I will see you next time.